What's up, guys? It's iPownageMachine here, bringing you another Hipfire hero. I think it is, yeah, PP90. You know, the PP. Yep, definitely. That's maturity level of 5. Maturity level between 1 and 100. I'd be probably 69. Yep. Anyways, guys. So yeah, just kind of chilling here. Just hit a walk off, hit to win a game. Yeah, not much of a walk off though. It was like a little bloop that the second baseman didn't even. It was like right to him, and he jogged back, and then he completely missed it. It was hilarious. So, anyways. Kind of thought that was pretty funny. Anyways, when I just kind of a out there commentary today. I don't know why, but recently I know why. I mean, thinking of commentary ideas, right? Because it's not always easy coming up with ideas, especially something that you can talk about for 8 minutes or so. Which, it also sounds weird when you talk to yourself for 8 minutes. So, yeah, anyways, I don't know why, I just started thinking about airports, and then all these stereotypical ideas of airports. So, I guess I'm just going to start talking about airports right now. So, anyways, going on a vacation's fun. Yeah, unless you're going with your sister, and that can turn into a lot of fighting. So anyways, what sucks about going, flying on airplanes, you gotta show up like freaking 7 hours in advance. Like, oh, hey, it's a 2:35. Oh, we're getting there at 10 in the morning. What? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's I don't know. You gotta get there early, and then you gotta pay for your bags, and then you gotta do all this stuff, and it's like, what the heck? Now, but it's always funny, when you're going through security, right? See, my dad's for American Airlines. He's in the Million Mile Club, so we get to skip like all the lines and stuff. So it's funny, you get there and the line's like all the way out the door, and there's signs on the wall that say, from this point the security line is 1 hour, and everybody's like, oh, I've gotta go, my plane's in 2 hours, I'm not gonna make it. Like, okay. But yeah, so it's always hilarious walking by those people because they get pissed, because not everybody understands what it is. So they're like, no, what are you doing, man? Go back in line. Go back in the line. And so that's always funny. But then, yeah, so one thing, I just don't understand. Why do people not, like, when you're going through security, how you have to take your shoes off. I never understand why people wear, like, flip-flops to go on a plane, because then you're taking your shoes off and you're walking through an airport with no socks on, and it's just like, what? Just like, oh, that's I don't know. To me, I would hate doing that. I think one time I did do that. Yeah, I think that's a good way to get athlete's foot, But anyways, so not to be like stereotypical or racist or anything, because I'm definitely not racist. I know I've gotten some stuff about that before, but honestly, there's no reason to be racist. That just doesn't make any sense, and there's no value in it. But anyways, there's this one particular group of, or not group, I'd say, of like ethnicity type people. Look at this. I'm gonna go walk around and try to knife somebody with a javelin. But so there's always this one like ethnicity group that I'm always kind of edgy to get on a plane with them. This is post 9/11, so it's kind of, you walk inside, you're getting in line for your plane, and then all of a sudden you turn and there's a turban. No. So I'm always kind of look at this. But I'm not, seriously, not racist. It's just, I'm sorry, it's just when I see Middle Eastern type people when I'm getting on a plane, it's just, I've watched a lot of stuff about 9/11, and I'm always edgy, I'm always kind of looking over. Yeah, but nah, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I know it's racial profiling, but 99% of Middle Eastern people are legitimate, good people, right? They're just like Americans, basically. They're just live in a different place, speak a different language. It's just, a lot of them get a bad rap because they do have a lot of activity with terrorism. But anyways, so besides that, well, somebody just like rolled a tank by my door, just hear. But yeah, there's one time. This was, I'd say it was like 3 years ago. No, it was a lot longer than 3. Yeah, 369. Same number. So it was a while back. So I'm going on a plane, right? My friend had just, my best friend here had just recently moved to Atlanta, right? So I was going out to go visit him, and never, at 12 years old or 11, however old I was, it's kind of, it's always, you're nervous getting on planes. But then flying by yourself, because I was going by myself. I was flying by myself to Atlanta. So it was really, it was really scary. I was like freaking out about it. But anyways, so the first trip, or the way there, just got this really nice guy next to me who talked to me, just hung out. It's funny, I fell asleep for an hour at the beginning, and so I woke up and I was like, oh, okay, we're only like an hour and a half away. Okay. And then somebody forgot to tell me that we had an hour delay, and there was like my parents had left me all these voicemails and stuff about it. Oh wow, I gotta hurry up and finish the story. So anyway, okay, on the way back, I'm sitting in the plane, right, very far back. The guy sits down next to me, right? Just average Latino guy, right? And he had a giant straw sombrero. Not even kidding. Like, this thing was probably like, it was like a 10-gallon hat, but 2 times bigger. So anyways, he sits there, and I swear, he literally sat straight up and stared to the front of the plane the whole flight. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen somebody just stare at the front of the plane. It was really weird. So anyways, guys, hope you liked the video. I know it's kind of weird. Hopefully you got some laughs out of it, like 69 laughs maybe. So if you guys liked the video, yeah, for fixing mowers down there on the scoreboard, yeah, you can subscribe. All right, peace out, guys.